Alright, we're cutting it close with this one. It's 2:08 right now. A couple hours until WrestleMania starts. I'm just going to do the predictions pretty quickly. No, not really go in-depth because I don't really have time. Let's see, we'll start with the pre-show. Fucking camera. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro against New Day, Matadors, and the Usos. I'm going to say Kidd and Cesaro retain. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I was kind of surprised I got switched to the pre-show. I would say there's nobody in. I'm just looking at the participants. There's nobody in it that I could really see winning other than Ryback. Really, like who? They're not gonna have Big Show or Kane win. I don't think. So unless Sheamus is in it, I'm picking Ryback. If Sheamus surprise returns in that match, then I'm gonna pick Sheamus. Let's see, Orton and Rollins. I'm thinking Rollins is getting ready to cash in at some point in the near future, so I'm going to say that Orton is going to win. Just because usually when guys, right before they cash in, they seem to lose a lot for whatever reason. AJ and Paige against the Bellas. I'm going to go with the Bellas. Just because some heels got to win. I think the faces are mostly going to go over tonight. They'll probably do something with AJ and Paige like they have been. Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. I'm really looking forward to that. Undertaker looks like he's in good shape. So I'm going to pick the Undertaker. I don't think he's going to lose 2 years in a row. The Intercontinental title match, which I'm looking forward to the most. That's going to be my favorite match. I'm going to pick Daniel Bryan. I could see him or Dean Ambrose winning, but I think they're going to put the IC title on Bryan, which leads into the U.S. title match, and I think Cena's going to beat Rusev, because there was the plan that the rumors of trying to elevate those two titles and put them on their two biggest stars who are actually there every week. So I think Cena's going to be the U.S. champ, Bryan's going to be the Intercontinental champ, and then those titles are going to be featured a lot more. And they'll actually mean something instead of having Bad News Barrett be the champion and yet lose every fucking week. Sting versus Triple H. I know some people are saying that Triple H might win. I'm going with Sting. I don't see why they would bring him in just to have him lose. Plus that would suck to have Triple H take out his shovel on a fucking legend like Sting. That would just be brutal. And then the main event that most people aren't looking forward to. Look, I don't want Reigns to win. I don't think it's because he's not ready. I don't believe that bullshit. Guys, I just don't believe that. Yeah, he's not ready for it. How do you know? Let him. If he wins, maybe he's ready, maybe he's not, but you're never gonna know until you try. I just don't want to see him win because I just don't want to see him win. I'd prefer Lesnar to keep the title. Because Rollins has the money in the bank, so he's going to be champion. We know that. And if Roman wins, he's champion. And fucking Ambrose, of course, is the only guy in the Shield who won't be a world champion. But since Lesnar re-signed, I think he's going to retain and be the champion for God knows how much longer. I think the best way to get the title off of him, personally, is to have him either be in a triple threat match where he doesn't get pinned, or have Seth Rollins cash in on him. Because if you just have him lose clean, like Mikey would say, he lost clean. Because he's been such a beast, nobody's been able to, no pun intended, he's been such a fucking dominant guy, nobody's been able to beat him. To just have someone like Roman just, beat him clean or whatever, I don't know, I would say it would be better to have him lose in a three-way, or have Rollins cash in. Now, nobody's ever cashed in at WrestleMania, so maybe Roman wins, and then, Seth Rollins cashes in on him, so that wouldn't surprise me. But I feel like Lesnar, since he re-signed, another 3 years, he'll probably retain. Now, part of me wants him to lose only because I would like the champion to actually be there every week. But I'm going to root for Brock, and I'm picking Brock. So I'm going to take Kidd and Cesaro to retain, Ryback to win the Andre the Giant. Unless Sheamus is in it, then Sheamus will win. Lesnar to win, Sting to win, Daniel Bryan to win, Undertaker to win, the Bellas to win, John Cena to win, and Randy Orton to win. That's 9 matches. I don't know why Wikipedia has them listed as in that order. The show's actually not that bad. I think it's far better than 29 and 30. Certainly far better than 29. 29 had those like 3 main event matches where it was Brock and Triple H, Punk and Taker, and then The Rock and John Cena, and only one of those really lived up. I mean, Brock and Taker weren't. Wow, Brock and Triple H wasn't that bad. It was sort of slow for most of the match. But Punk Taker was phenomenal, and then Rock and Cena was whatever. And I don't think last year's WrestleMania was that great. It had the 2 Daniel Bryan matches, which were awesome, and then it wasn't that much else that I personally enjoyed. So I think this card is stacking up to be really good. It just depends on, like, if they let the Intercontinental title ladder match go out there and have like 10 minutes, that's gonna suck. But they pushed 2 friggin' matches to the pre-show, so like it's only 7 matches. Maybe they could actually get some time. And I really do think Lesnar and Reigns will be a decent match. I don't think it'll be bad at all. It's two friggin' monsters going at it. I think they'll be good. I just think it's a pretty weak main event. I don't know. It's just Reigns versus Lesnar. It's just I don't know. I'm not really. It doesn't excite me. Like Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, or what were the main events? The Rock and John Cena. I mean, even though it sucked at 29 and it was twice in a lifetime, it was still 2 big, huge stars. I don't know. It just doesn't really excite me. I am excited to see Sting, to see how he's 56, which is crazy. He looks pretty good. I'm interested to see how he can wrestle a match. And the IC title ladder match, I'm really pumped for. So I'm just watching it here by myself. Hopefully it's a good show, and we can get past it and then head on to SummerSlam, which is going to end up at the Barclays Center. So we're really excited for that. And who knows? Maybe next year at WrestleMania, if I go with Griff and Murph, we'll get Lesnar and The Rock. Who knows?